So my friend's a bus driver and he worries about his job because he's been like riding along with me in FSD, and he like how we were talking about his job and how in 10 years he might not have a job anymore because there'll be robotaxis everywhere. And then he was like saying, "Oh, I'll be a DATS driver." That's basically this white bus right here. It's to help handicapped people. He's like, "Oh, autonomous vehicles can't help handicapped people." I'm like, wrong. Optimus robots will be there to help handicapped people, right? And he's like, "Well, you know what? If I lose my job, it is what it is." But I was like, "Yeah, you know what? You're unionized. They can't really get rid of you unless you do something like wrong and illegal." He's like, "I hope so, cause I don't want to lose my job." So they'll probably try to find another job for him. If he's worked long enough for the city. But who really knows at the end of the day what the future holds and brings? But he was a skeptic. Like, he was like a Tesla bear, basically. He doesn't have any ownership in Tesla stock, but he was kind of like a Tesla bear where he's like, "Oh, Elon Musk been promising full self-driving for years and years, and it's never happened. And since I got my Tesla," he's like, "Oh shit, this is actually might happen because this is actually pretty good." That's what he said. So, hey, his words, not my words. I'm not, you guys don't have to believe me. You guys can say, "Oh, he's lying," but I own a Tesla, so I'm not lying on that. I have full self-driving. I have FSD. You could say, "Oh, he's lying. He just has a regular Tesla. He drives it himself." Sure, you guys can say that. I don't really care. Uh, but I do own FSD. I own a Tesla, and I've been using FSD every single day. There's very few occasions I take over, like construction zones. It's still not perfect on that, and there was a emergency vehicle not too long ago, and the Tesla was being retarded. It was supposed to park on the side, wait for the emergency vehicle to take off, but instead, as soon as the emergency vehicle passed the Tesla, it basically followed the emergency vehicle. It signaled right, left. I had to take over and park it and wait for the emergency vehicle to get a few distance away before I started turning back on FSD. But the vehicle does not recognize the emergency vehicle. It actually tried to follow the emergency vehicle, which is kind of funny. Yeah. Anyways, Tesla, but it'll get better and better. So, Tesla stock today is trading at 341 because the market was doing better, and we're getting ready for the full public launch of FSD in Texas. So, that's going to be interesting. Anyways, that's all I really have to say in this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.